6. 2 6s.
Jesus.
Oh, things are gonna be nice. Things are gonna be nice today.
Grimshaw, I thought you were safe with a 3, unfortunately.
Oh, well.
I think we're missing one. We're missing
Yeah,
one.
we
Hold on.
are.
Oh,
Roll again, both of you.
No, fuck. The D6s do not like me this month.
I'm gonna say, yeah, didn't you have to do it again last week?
Yeah, last week was also garbage. I mean, it's a pretty simple recap. We killed everything.
Yeah, that about sums it up.
we rolled into the lair. We started with the, I don't know, temple room, for lack of a better term. We did capture the priestess because that was the goal. We used her blood to dispel all the magic she created with the rift, which took some big chunks out of the gargantuan shark beast that they had summoned. Not a god, fortunately, though still dangerous. And then the place started slowly draining. We took a little breather and returned to the bottom level just in time to join in the final assault, where we absolutely destroyed the Sahuagin champion. Took him down in like 3 hits because everyone was rolling crits. And then shortly thereafter killed the Baron, and then all of the other foes surrendered. And we're big goddamn heroes.
That sounds about
we
right.
are the champions.
You missed it on the most important detail. We had someone fall asleep during the session.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Again, for like the 90th time, I'm so sorry.
Clearly combat's not action-packed enough.
No.
Should have brought the Kraken in sooner. Damn it.
No, it actually occurred right as we were taking our short rest. Like that.
It's not literal. It's
Very
not literal.
aggressively role-playing the
Yeah,
short rest.
yeah. The group took a short rest, and I took a real short rest in real life. So
All
I
right.
got that going for me, which is nice.
Well, combat's over. You've got friends celebrating all around you, rounding up the enemy that have stopped fighting. What would you guys like to do?
Well, I think heading back to town.
I'm getting schmammered with the lizard folk.
Yeah.
Probably check in with their king, queen, chieftain,
Queen.
leader,
Queen.
ruler, whatever the fuck he's called.
Queen.
Queen, yeah. Really, they had a queen? I thought we were dealing with a chieftain earlier. I just misremembered. All right, yeah, check in with her and see if there's, anything else pressing, or if we're cool to go chill out a bit.
You see her, she's like giving directions to people what to do, where to put stuff. And she tells you to stick around for the party. If you guys just want to go rest, take a sleep somewhere on the first floor, and when you wake up, the party should have started. We just got to deal with things here.
Good. Where are the prisoners that we freed?
Still on the first floor.
Okay. Everything is on the first floor, isn't it? That's where, Ned and Fireborn and all them are as well, right?
Yeah, because the second floor is still slowly draining.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll just swim back up to the first floor.
Oh, yeah, we're still underwater.
Yep. Yeah, I'm still going real freaking slow.
Is there, I don't remember the map. Is there anything worth going through down here, or just heading back up?
I mean, we could go loot.
I don't remember there being much in the sense of loot, though, from just looking at the map.
No, probably not. I don't. Yeah, no, we'd have to. It seems rude.
Yeah.
This is also their home, right? So
Yeah.
Oh no, let's not do that. Maybe.
What about searching the Baron and his champion?
Again, they're not our enemies to deal with. They're the Sahuagin or the lizard folks' enemies.
Yeah.
How much
we
do
also
you-
don't
how much do you-
know, we also don't know where the loot originated from.
Yeah, like it very well could be. Lizard
Okay,
folk
well,
booty.
what about how much do you think we'd get from the tanner?
Nothing. We're not. They're. It's not. They're not hides. We're not skinning sentients.
Yeah, no.
If we do that, then like we could sell you as a rug, and I don't think anyone wants that. You're not that attractive. I'm sorry.
Didn't we skin the troll?
No, we did not.
Oh.
You definitely did.
I was gonna say
Did we?
we
My
did, didn't we?
memory
Because we
did.
put it on the
You
cart. and
definitely
dragged it
did.
back.
Oh, okay, we shouldn't have. Okay, no, we're not scanning them. They're not beasts. I think maybe we should check the priestess's rooms if we can find them to see if she noted down anything about the rift. That's the only thing in this place that I can think that might be worthwhile.
All right. Give me a minute and start talking amongst yourselves about how awesome this party is going to be and how you're going to help the party that's about to happen while I find anything of use.
Boy,
Be off
this
the
party's
hook.
going to be so awesome.
I mean, yeah, they're not kobolds, so they're not going to worship us. So,
Oh, they might. We did just get them their fortress back.
I mean, yeah, but not in the literal sense.
Particularly interested in being worshipped. That
All right, give me a perception check with advantage as you go through all the different priestess quarters on the second floor.
Is everyone?
You don't have
I
to.
don't know.
He did it. He did good enough. You're good.
Okay.
So you find a table that looks a little weird, and you can see it's got kind of like a seam on it, and you can like push down and slide the top in.
Hmm.
And no notes, unfortunately, but you do see like a small canvas bag that's got a platinum kind of like buckle holding it closed. And that buckle is worth 50 gold pieces if you want to write that down. And opening up the bag, you find 50 platinum pieces and a gold bracelet that has 2 pearls, one on each end of the bracelet. And that's worth 200 gold pieces, but nothing written down, it seems, on the rifts.
I'm gonna make the assumption someone's already have the notes open, right?
yeah. What did you say? The bracelet was 250.
200 for the bracelet, 50 in coins, 50 platinum coins, and then 50
And then,
gold for the buckle.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll add that to our inventory. We should. Does the bracelet look similar to anything we've seen the lizard folk or seen the lizard folk have, or does it look like it's Sahuagin? I just want to make sure if it's like stolen that we're not keeping. some
Roll me
lizard
an
folk
insight
shit.
check.
Oh, I'm not good at this. All right.
You're looking at it, and you flip over the inside, and it's got like a Dwarven inscription. Seems like it's neither Sahuagin or lizard folk made.
All right.
Don't we have the comprehend languages?
Yeah, I mean, I could.
Something.
Yeah, what does the dwarven say?
Oh, it just says, "To my dearest, love always," on the inside of it in Dwarven. Seems
Does it have a name, or is it just generic dearest?
it's just generic dearest. Just inscribed on the inside of the bracelet.
Okay, no initials.
No, not that you can see.
All right. All right, that's it then. I guess if the priestess didn't have any particular knowledge about the rift that she'd squirreled away, that I don't have anything else that comes to mind for this place.
All right. You guys want to go back up to the first floor and meet Ned and Fireborn and the group you came in with, basically?
Yeah, I think
What?
that's the plan.
You guys are just going to chill, hang out for a bit while they get things situated, and then start the party?
Yep.
Yeah,
Well, I want to go find friends and talk to them a little bit.
Yeah, friends is easy enough to find. He's hanging out at the prison cell, basically. Being on the outside for once, he's kind of enjoying it.
Just wave to get his attention.
Hello.
Friends, you're well?
Well, now. It's nice not
Good.
having to work tonight. That'll be a first for a while, as he like kind of stretches out.
Yes. Oh god, shit. Fuck. I'm so bad at remembering these guys' names. I shouldn't be. Barrick? Is that the other one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Barrick pointed me in your direction. He's no longer at Burle. He's returning to the clan.
Ah, that's good. I still have work to do, but I do plan on going back sooner now, thanks to you. Hopefully I can learn of the lizard folks' ways better now that we've been through this together, and they'll let me stay around for a bit, and I can do what I came here to do and learn about the other's culture and bring that back to our clan.
Yes, they've been fairly open. He won't need to camp in the swamp anymore, at least.
Yes, I seem to have approached them at a bad time. They were very defensive when I first came across them.
Gesture around all the fucking chaos and prison and shit. It's like they've
Yes.
been through a lot.
Yes, I'm aware of that now.
I had heard that Nell may have been in this region as well. Are you aware of where they might be?
No, I haven't spoken to Nell since we came across the ocean together. I don't have a clue where she'd have gone.
Yeah, you just kind of nodded that. And there's no one else from the clan in this region that you're aware of?
No, not that I'm aware of.
Okay. That's maybe for the best, seeing as I keep finding you in trouble. If you do stay longer here, you should be safe with the lizard folk, but I would suggest that beyond that, you don't linger. And suspect that things may become chaotic in the near future.
Yes, that's sound advice.
I'll leave you to your rest.
Yes, thank you.
All right, just make my way back.
All right, after about an hour or two of hanging out, resting, you guys will notice that the second floor is completely clear of water. It seems like it's starting to rise a bit quicker. And you guys are kind of hanging out on the top floor still, and you see the queen come up and wave you guys like to follow, and there's like a large group following the queen outside.
All right, away we go.
When you guys come out, as you come out the front door, you notice you're a lot higher than when you went in. You're about 30 feet up now from where the water sits, and you follow the path down the coast to a beach nearby, where you see about 20, 25 graves dug. As you guys kind of step up and get into a place kind of out of the way to the side, you see the queen kind of go up to each one once everyone's arrived, name each lizard folk in the grave, and drop a handful of sand in. And all the lizard folks just kind of stomp their foot once or slam their chest once. Just like, oh, every time the name is said. And they go down the line for 25 different lizard folks. And at the end of that, she's just one more oh, they do it back, and everyone kind of disperses to different graves and starts burying their dead. Kind of a sad moment. You sit around and wait, and as everyone finishes, the air immediately shifts into celebration. They don't linger on it. They start talking, laughing. One of the locals will come up to you, the fish-looking creatures, and it was the one that was in the meeting with you at the beginning. It's like, was it true? Were they were resurrecting their god, right? I said it, and they say it happened. Did you see him?
It wasn't quite their god. They did summon a very quite gigantic two-headed shark.
They were trying to summon their god. I knew it. I told you guys. And he kind of like looks over his shoulder, and there's like a group over there just like kind of shaking their head.
If their god is a giant two-headed shark, then yes, I suppose so.
Yes, that's definitely their god.
It's
What else?
super duper not their god, is it?
You can make a religion check if you want.
Oh, I do want. I'm so intrigued. What do I know about Sahuagin gods? Probably nothing. Should have
No?
played a fucking wizard.
As the group as groups finish burying, they start to go back inside and start getting happier. You guys are free to go back inside if you wish.
Oh, right. I kept thinking we were going to go back to their lair, and I realized that the lair's back up home, and this is where we're staying. Cool. Back inside we go.
Yeah, as you think that, you look over and you see a couple kids run by as the Saltmarsh crew that was still there has brought everyone over.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I'll try and get who's the sage guy that we'd been dealing with.
That would be Sorv.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get him and Franz connected because it seems like they'll get along.
That's easy enough to do, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
As you guys come in, you start to smell burning flesh. Seems like
cooking flesh.
cooking flesh. As you go around the corner, you see a bunch of giant sharks lined up, hooked up, and are being
Nice.
slowly cooked.
Shark
you
fin
don't
soup for
see-
dinner.
You don't see any Sahuagin or anything, so
No, again, we don't fucking eat the sapiens.
yeah. It doesn't mean they're not there, but you don't see
And
them.
ignore that rule.
Yeah. But their sharks are starting to be cooked on the first floor in the big main hall. So is there anything any of you want to talk about with anyone while we're here having a good time? Any way you want to help enjoy this party?
I'll go help with the cooking.
All right, yeah, easy enough to do. They could use a nice strong man to lift up the sharks and put them on the racks and start turning them as they go. They're kind of like pig spit roasts. That's how they're cooking them. They're just making do with what they have. They got a bunch of spears, so they're using them to the best of their ability.
Don't ruin my fucking spears.
So many of them, though. They're
I can-
toothpicks.
I was gonna say, I can probably remove the dozen spears that are in my inventory now. Assume those all got passed out.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
we could probably clear the weapons from the bag that we have
Yeah.
left over.
I didn't keep track at all. So let's
I
just
did
assume
not
not
either.
for the sake of my sanity. All right. I don't know. Scrimshaw just like make his way through the crowd, chatting up lizard folk, and basically try and figure out as much as he can about how the parts of the battle we weren't involved in went down.
All right. You keep getting a lot of the same response of they were surprised and didn't know what to do. They're not used to being the ones on the back foot. and that seemed to be the driving factor of why it went so well. And they talk about Odin Kent single-handedly taking down like 3 sharks, and that really like pushed them over the edge and like drove them into the 3rd floor. Just a lot of stories, a lot of catching them off guard.
All right.
I'm going to assume that you're giving Zugum the helm at this point, because he's the only one who I don't think can speak the language.
Yeah, if he needs it. I mean, you don't actually need to wear the helm to maintain the effect, so it's just kind of like put it on for a second and then put it away, and you have comprehend languages for an hour.
Nice. All right.
It's kind of goofy. It's a little cheesy, but that is technically how it functions.
All right, let's just
Yeah,
go
I
down
guess
the
'cause
line.
it's just casting.
Yeah.
Ask, what would you like to do? How are you going to enjoy the party?
Mostly people watch. I don't think I'm gonna get fully involved in much. I'll have like maybe a drink or two, but I'm not getting toasted. Yeah, I think I'm mostly people watch. I think I'm also now that this is like past us, I definitely would whip out the compass to just kind of to take a look at what it's doing. So you might find me like in a corner or just kind of like off to the side of the general party.
You pull it out like now, the compass?
Well, during the party.
Yeah, okay.
Also, the other thing that I might do is just sketch some of the people in the party.
Okay.
I think,
Yeah,
I think I would get Ned. I think I would get all of us. Maybe a shot of just like the different armies that were together. So the people from Saltmarsh and the lizard folk and the others.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. Okay. You notice that like from the old lizard folk lair, everyone was walking with a purpose, but like head down. Like the scene here is so different. Everyone's like got their head up, they're laughing. You can definitely feel the difference in the air. And like just where they are, they feel like they're at home, and everyone's definitely, their spirits are a lot higher here, and it's visible. As you pull out the compass, it is facing a different direction again. Right now, it is facing. It would be facing almost straight east, a little bit southeast. But like it doesn't move at all as you're like looking at it. It's just stuck, face like pointing almost straight east. All right, Urthel, what are you up to?
Pretty much what Das just said as well. I'm gonna be sketching it up using, my painter supplies. Probably taking down a few drinks while I'm doing so.
All right. It's easy enough to do. As you're like painting, you'll see like one of the little lizard folk kids that kind of come over and like watching you and like looking at the paint and looking up at you. And just the kid is slowly like reaching its hand out towards the paint.
The paint on the canvas or the bottles of paint?
The bottles.
They can touch. That's fine.
You see it, put a finger in, pull it out, and then lick it. Like make a face.
That's not for eating.
They lick it again. Like, no, you're right, it's not. And I start rubbing their finger on your canvas in the corner.
That's fine. It's an easy fix.
All right. Ickney, you doing anything special?
I'm probably eating a lot. It's hard being underwater in a full set of tin can, you know. Even though I had that spell on me, I'm probably still pretty exhausted, so I'm probably just chowing down and then like trading battle stories with any of the lizard folk that were actively,
Oh,
down
they're
there in combat.
confused. Yeah, they're listening to like every word you guys say about any of the fights. Especially those that were like there. Like you see a lot of people talking about the final fight if they were there. How you guys killed the Blade Master so quickly. It's like you should have seen it. Like, so they ask you about that a lot.
It was a team effort, and I'll, just be, I guess, not necessarily riling the crowd, but just like trying to
Keeping spirits high.
Yeah, keeping spirits high. Because, I mean, we're celebrating, right?
Yeah. Zorgax, what you up to?
Pretty much just getting sloshed.
All right.
I survived. I'm happy. Everybody's safe. Looking for some food after a few, and yeah, just watching. Trying to think if there's anything else I really need to do, and I don't think there is. Yeah, nothing else. Enjoying the party, enjoying life.
All right. You guys party for a few hours, and then
After everyone's kind of eaten and people are drinking and more relaxed, Scrimshaw will start retelling the story of the assault from their perspective, taking down the priestess, all the heroic deeds of our party and those helping us. And then, because it definitely will be a crowd pleaser, the final assault, the big battle in the arena, the killing blows against the champion and the baron, all that sort of stuff.
all right, yeah.
Weave in some nice bits about how cunning the lizard folk were with their ambush, and throw in a bit about Odin Kent taking down 3 sharks single-handedly and all that stuff.
You got one guy who's like, I saw that. I was there for that.
Yeah.
After a few hours drinking, everyone's had quite a few. You guys get ushered back down to the 3rd floor. And as you go down there, you notice that the water levels are basically non-existent. There's like bits of water puddles on the floor, but it is cleared. And everyone gets brought into the arena. And Odin Kent is kind of in the middle and is waiting for everyone to take their seats and settles the crowd. And then she starts talking to everyone. There it is. Okay. So you see her kind of stand up, and everyone kind of hush and take their seats. And she goes on to say, our home has been retaken, and like everyone around you is like cheering, a little drunk at this point. Our friends in the sea will be pushed around by the Sahuagin no more, as she like points to the Calliothyn, the Locust, and the Merfolk, and they all like cheer. And we look forward to strengthening our bonds more in the future. And more cheers. She takes a moment to talk about those that they lost. There's like a moment of silence. And she turns towards Eleander. And to our new friends at Saltmarsh, we look forward to working with you in the future. And more cheers. And she turns to Ned. To our elven friends, we will take you up on that offer. We will come talk to you about joining the treaty as soon as we are established. We've got new friends, people, and everyone's cheering. And then she turns, she looks at the crowd, and she looks at the creatures on her feet. The Baron hasn't been moved. The Blade Master hasn't been moved. And she points down at them. We feared these monsters. We have nothing to fear no more. Because of them, and she points to you, and everyone like erupts, cheering. How do you thank those that are so clearly stronger? And there's more noise. There's nothing we have to give. So, We must first say thanks. And she bows her head. And you see everyone around you, lizard folk, starts to rise up, and they bow. And she does a single clap to her chest. And then everyone else does it, and they start stomping their feet, celebrating. And then she goes, well, we can't offer you power. We offer you mystery. Bring out the box. And you see everyone kind of hush at that as Odin Kent comes out holding something wrapped in cloth. And she like holds it up. We found this on our first day out of this home. Brought us our first smile when it made Sorvin fall in the river. And everyone, you see people like laughing at that. And we could not figure it out for the life of us. And she pulls off the cloth, and you see like a 6-inch by 6-inch by 6-inch cube with long metal strips, ivy white strips, metal circles. And as she's holding it, you see that the parts she's touching are moving as she touches them. Hopefully this box will provide them with some way of becoming stronger. Maybe they'll figure out its mysteries. And she'll walk up to you and kind of bow her head. I hope you will take the puzzle box, the ever-moving box, and figure out what it's used for. And she'll kind of hold it out.
Very graciously accept and return the gesture of gratitude.
As you pick it
Also-
up, you notice as you lift it up, one of the pieces slide up before you lift with it, and it's you notice that every piece on this moves.
Oh God! All right.
Into the bag.
Yeah, I was gonna
I
say.
should hold on to it.
Congratulations on helping us. Here's a magical nuke. Yeah,
I should take
into the
it.
bag right now. This is a problem for sober us to deal with.
Yeah, actually, you're right. As long as it doesn't cause problems in the bag, I guess.
What was the suggestion of how long they've had it?
They got it on the first day. They said that they got kicked out of this place. So 6-7 months, you'd think.
Where did you find it?
That is a great story. We were crossing the river, the Dunwater River, and our Sorvin here stepped on a rock and fell right in. It's the first time we laughed that day, and it was sitting there, perfectly unharmed, under the water, under that rock. Not a scratch on it. We tried to open it, and we couldn't. We tried to pry it open, we couldn't. We tried moving those little pieces around, and we couldn't figure it out. And we let that mystery keep us going for a little while. But we need it no longer, because we have our home. And with that, you hear cheers everywhere. And everyone's kind of people around Soren are kind of laughing with him, and clapping on his shoulder, and he's just kind of taking it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But they found it in the Dunewater River.
Interesting.
Neat.
Yeah, again, sober us.
Interesting. So, so it must have been relatively close to where they ended up layering. Okay. That's all for me.
And just, again, very appreciative of their kind gesture.
All right. As the party starts to wind down, you see Fireborn kind of doing his thing, leading his people to gather up to get ready to leave. Because they are hopping on the boat with you, hopefully, to get back.
Yeah, we're not going to abandon anyone.
All right. You guys are seen out. thanked by everyone as you pass. Lots of stomping on the ground by people, cheering, people holding like shark's teeth and stuff. And you guys are free to leave out and walk the short distance to where your boat has been anchored and secured, board up. We can start making our way back to Saltmarsh.
It's been a while since we've been back. There's probably new magic items too. And with our new gold and platinum, we can probably get some cool stuff.
Sounds about right.
Possible. We don't really have much new cash. Like, we just still have a big heap of it from the boat job.
I still don't know why we got that much for it.
Because the rich dude was desperate.
And we had to deal with a giant ship infested with spiders.
Oh, and the Kraken.
Uh-huh.
I mean, he
Oh,
didn't
that's
know about
fair.
any of those things when he
There
sent
was a
us out.
Kraken.
So
I
The
bet we could
octopus
take the
thing.
Kraken now if we went and found it.
I
Roll
no.
me a d20.
Not without getting more movement for everyone.
I mean, sure. If the Kraken comes on land, I'll give it a crack. I don't want to sail out to the thing, but sure. If we want to, yeah. If
Well,
it
you're
wants
so
to
lucky you didn't
come
roll a 1 there.
out to the hills, then sure, give it a try.
Yeah.
But I think, yeah, I don't know.
All right. Ship ride home. Very enthusiastic. You guys notice that only 3 people are brought onto the ship, no longer alive. Seems that the Saltmarsh crew only lost 3 members during the fight.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Sorry, this is wildly off topic, but it just occurred to me. Would the lizard folk have any merchants like up and running, or is it a little too soon after the battle for that?
You didn't see anything of that of the sort. There seemed to be nothing set up
All right, that's fair.
besides
That's
the
fair.
big fire pit and everyone cooking.
We still have like 300 gold worth of stolen goods in our bag of holding that I can't sell in Saltmarsh.
Trying to think. Passive perception. I think it is Dask and Zorgax. You guys would both on the ship ride home see Ned actively trying to hold his water. Like he's sitting
Yeah.
down,
Okay.
trying to be calm, but like he does not having a good time on this ride back.
So that leads into some of the questions that I had. So getting to the fortress, how did everyone get there? Was Ned on a ship there?
Yeah, he was on the ship with you guys heading to the fort because he was a part of the assault squad.
Okay.
But everyone else that wasn't taking care of your ship, you had like a couple humans who were watching the ship, and they weren't a part of the assault squad. Walked with the lizard folks to the fortress.
Okay. So then the next question I had was, as far as Ned goes, what was he doing for that celebration? I'll roll perception or insight, but I'm interested in knowing like what people's like how they were treating his contributions.
Okay. Yeah, let's give me either roll, your choice.
Perception. 19.
You notice a lot of the times you saw him when like you were like wandering, he was talking either with Odin Kent, Sorvin, or the high priest, or the priest, lizard folk priest that was there. He was like always like talking with one of them, and you guess it had something to do with the announcement of them talking about joining the treaty. But It seemed like that presence of him being kind of by their side most of the time, a lot of folks took note of that and were like celebratory with him, gave him space. People didn't really know how to react to him, right?
Okay, the lizard folk treated him well.
Yeah, there was no like ill will at all.
Okay. On the flip side of that, because when we were running through town and talking to people initially about Ned, he was
Wasn't he
there
regarded
was-
as like a screw up?
yeah, it was a negative. So observing Ned commingling with his or with the Saltmarsh people, were they receptive, or were they still kind of giving him that treatment?
You see, the lower folks are like just the soldiers are like drinking with him because they don't really speak lizard folk, right? So there was no like. It's not like he was like the ugly kid at a party. People weren't avoiding him. The Saltmarsh crew were drinking with him and talking with him, like asking about what happened when they like he was telling their story, like your story basically of the attack, and listening to like stuff that they were doing and how they were all like. So he was intermingling with the Saltmarsh crew, soldiers. Wasn't like, oh, it's Ned, walk away. There was none of that. But now on the boat, you see him kind of sitting there, trying not to be sick.
Yeah, I'd like to walk up to Ned, just kind of comfort him, distract him a little bit.
You guys really go out on this thing every day?
Well, not every day, but you get used. I mean, I was raised around ships. You get used to it eventually. But hey, you know this this area pretty well. I have a question for you. I picked up a compass on the trip here, the initial trip to Saltmarsh. And it's been acting kind of strange. I took it to a shopkeep and they said it was busted. But it seems to change direction at will.
Isn't that how a compass is supposed to work?
Well, but it's like fixed. Well, yes, I in a sense, but normally compasses, they point in one general direction, like, you know. But this one seems to have like it's weighted differently depending on when I look at it, and I'll admit that I don't look at it very often, but well, right now, and I'll pull it out and show it to him. Right now, it's pointing east.
Well, that's the way we're going, so that's good.
Sure. Your memory directly east of us in the fortress. I was talking to Oceanus, and he, when we initially found him, he had mentioned that there was an island town directly east. I think it's just off the coast of Seaton. Do you know what's there?
No, I have no idea. I never go out to sea. I wouldn't know anything past the coast. Unfortunately, I see him kind of think for a second like he's gonna throw up, and then kind of bring it back down. Sorry, I don't know much about the island towns.
What about just magic in general? Is there weird magic here? Something that would cause like a compass to not point in the right direction?
You see him kind of look around, Make sure there's no one really around. And he looks back at you. Well, you guys obviously saw the rift, right?
Yeah. Yes. Yes. We're aware of that, of what that is. Well, sort of, I guess.
Yeah, well, maybe it has something to do with that. Where'd you find this compass?
There was an abandoned ship when we had first entered in. So the captain sent us to investigate, find what we could find, and mostly it was the captain's log that he was interested in. But I picked up the compass just because I like to collect things. It seemed interesting, and I didn't have one.
Are you like holding the compass out at this point, or?
Yeah, I would show it to him until he's no longer interested in looking, and then I would put it away. But if he's still looking at it, then I would keep holding it out. If he would want to take it, I would hand it to him.
You see him like take it and like manually turn it so it's facing north, and hold his thumb on it. There, it works now. Just hold it, and you're good. And as he like lets go, it springs back, and it's pointing east again. Oh, yeah. Never mind.
Well, it kind of defeats the purpose of a compass if you have to force it to tell you what direction to go. But okay, I wanted to see if you knew anything. Also, your I'm unsure what to call your group in Burle. Do you... Well, actually, before I start into that, is Ned wearing any insignia, like anything that would suggest a rank or a group, faction, or anything like that?
He's got one like golden emblem, kind of like on his, like as like it's kind of like a buckle, but it's like a strap holder. It's like gold, and it's got like a design on it. And being with them for so long, you do see that the other two elves also have this same designed emblem, kind of like a symbol of sorts.
We never really talked about what where you stand with Burle and the elves. I'm curious, what does this emblem mean?
This is the emblem for the Silver Stand elves. I have to wear it, unfortunately. I was told that I have to, being of the first family, so I wear it. It's a little flashy, but it's nice. Burle, I'm just an ally of...
Sorry, Ned, keep going.
I don't know what else you would like me to say.
Some of the other members that you're with, they also wear the same emblem. Are they like at the same rank? Do you have ranks?
You'll see their emblems are made of silver. They are of the second family. So they are, I guess, technically speaking, a rank below me. I'm not really into all of that, honestly, but technically speaking, yes, there are ranks. First family, and he like touches it, is the top, the second family, and he kind of like points across the ship to the two that are like sitting on the boat, like watching the water. They would be the second rank. And as he's talking about that, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah. Okay.
That's going crazy.
I'm doing a bad job at distracting. 9. I'll keep that 9.
Yeah, he's gonna blow some chunks, and it's gonna catch your leg as you try to step out of the way. You got a leg full of ale and shark meat.
Ooh, tasty combination.
Oh, and he just kind of puts a finger up and runs off to the side and starts throwing up over the edge.
After that, I'm just gonna keep Ned company.
Okay. All right. If we're not doing anything else, we'll arrive back at Saltmarsh.
Do we arrive to any apparent disasters, as we have many times before?
Town is gone. No. No, it doesn't seem like it. No burning ships. Nothing seems to be out of place. So you guys pull up to your regular dock. Crews start unloading. You see Ned is like actively trying to be the first one off the ship.
Really tempted to just like telekinesis shove him sideways into the water when he's on the gangplank.
He is going quickly down the gangplank. If you're gonna do it, now's the chance.
No, I'll refrain. Scrimshaw's not as mean as I am.
All right. And Fireborn kind of like nods to you guys and starts shouting orders, and people start cleaning your boat even. As some like pull stuff off, and he gets off and takes off. What would you guys like to do?
Oh God, fuck, damn it! We're billing the city council for transporting their troops.
Ooh, good one.
It didn't occur to me until just now, but yes, we're billing them for transporting their troops.
Isn't it a little too late for that? Oh,
nope. This is the thing Scrimshaw would have thought of in advance. I just got a patient one to do the assault. Yeah, it is. Are you kidding? Been very economically savvy this campaign. They'll just get an itemized list for our expenses. It's fine. We'll keep it to like a couple hundred gold. Nothing exorbitant. But I guess we don't have to report to the council because we had one of them with us for the whole fucking thing. So, I mean, what time of day is it when we arrive, I guess?
So you guys assaulted the place early night, celebrated halfway through the day. So it would be evening by the time you guys got home. You'd be a little tired.
Okay. So, I don't know, I guess hit up the magic shop, go to sleep, and then tomorrow send the crew out to be fucking productive and earn some money.
Yeah.
And then we head inland to go talk to a big fucking tree.
Yes.
Are we going to the tree in Burle? Is that where it was?
That's where
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. We could just ask Ned and his elves if we can travel with them in the morning then, because I assume they're headed back to the Silver Strand.
Oh, what about investigating the box? Do we want to spend some time tonight doing that?
Yeah. I mean, I assume it's just going to be an investigation roll.
Or wait, we got detect magic and things, right?
Yeah.
yep.
We don't want it to end up like a
I
dagger
don't.
situation.
This is oh no, you don't. Yeah, this is going to be an artificer problem. Like honestly, just fucking sick the artificer on it and let him have fun.
I did say that.
Yeah.
You did. He tried to take the box.
As you ask Ned and the others about them joining, Fel will kind of speak up. We have been told to escort you to Burle, so we'll be waiting for you whenever you're ready.
Told
Perfect.
by whom?
By Wanderroot, he asked that we make sure you arrive safely whenever we come back.
Very well. We knew Wanderroot was hoping to speak with us. I did not realize that you worked so closely. We'll be ready to travel in the morning.
That's fine by us. All right.
What
Looking at
direction is my compass pointing when we get into the town?
it, hasn't moved.
It's still due east?
Yeah, it's not like it doesn't even like rotate
Okay.
like a normal compass does. You know how a normal compass kind of like jiggling.
Yeah.
It does not move.
Okay.
So we're looking at the puzzle box. What are we doing?
First off, we're gonna
Oh,
take
you know what?
10 minutes to do this.
Oh, shit, but we would have rested. Yeah, I'm going to roll a couple things too and see what I can do to help him out. We've rested, so...
I mean, I'll
For
just
sure.
cast guidance on whoever is looking at the box.
Sorry, let me just double check something really quickly. Oh dear.
Infernal?
Fucking cursed!
Wait. I used my thing. I've got it. Don't worry, guys. I still don't think it's pinged anyone. Boom. There we go.
The presence of strong evil registers on your senses like a noxious odor and powerful good rings like heavenly music. You know the location of any celestial fiend or undead. You think this little 6-inch box is holding an undead or a fiend inside it?
I have no idea. But I'm about to know.
Presence. You do not get anything from it.
All right.
All right. I assume that we finished a rest, right, on our way here?
We did
yeah.
pass, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so Tales from the Beyond would have reset, so... let's see what we got here.
I'm gonna go ahead and get my stuff back.
Beard, that
There's-
map is from the ship. You took it off the... It was full of spider webs and you pulled it off the wall.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
I might re-roll this a few times because I'm trying to get a specific one to help.
How can you re-roll it a few times?
I can use a. I can. Oh my god, where's the fucking thing? When I'm holding my spiritual focus, I can use a bonus action to expend a use of my bardic inspiration and roll on the table. I can do that as much as I want. I just will run out of bardic inspirations. I'm pretty sure, right? Let me double check. Yeah, you retain only one of these tales in your mind at a time. Rolling on the table immediately ends the effect of the previous tale. So
Okay.
basically I get to keep one on deck. Fuck. It's a great one, but it's not the one I want. Trying again. Yes, that is the one I want. All right, so I'm going to give him Tale of the Clever Animal and a Bardic Inspiration. So for 10 minutes, whenever he makes an Intelligence, Wisdom, or Charisma check, he rolls an extra die, which, because my Bardic Inspiration is a D8, it's a D8, so he adds a D8 to all of his D20 rolls on Intelligence, Wisdom, or Charisma checks for the next 10 minutes. And then he also has a Bardic Inspiration, so I'm telling him to get investigating.
So,
Buffed out the ass.
first off, as you are identifying this, you start noticing that as you move a piece, it opens up motion to move another piece in a different way.
Mhm.
And it looks like they just keep going. And I'm gonna need an intelligence check from you if you want to try and open this.
Oh, yes, of course. Do you want an actual flat intelligence check?
Oh, actually, there's a fucking actual thing that's called, isn't there?
Yeah, it's. I think you want investigation, but if you want
Sorry,
pure intelligence, I'll do that for you.
Investigation plus 2d8 and a d4 if guidance is happening.
Yeah, guidance is happening.
So investigation plus a what?
2d8 and a d4.
All right, let's see how this works out.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if you're doing it and you make everyone aware, I've got proficiency. I can give you advantage as well.
How's the 28 look?
You are pulling on this thing and pulling, and you're like moving stuff, and you're going faster and faster as you do. And you do one wrong pull, and the whole thing snaps back into place on you. Kind of like spins, and you look at it, and it's like changed, and you don't know how to.
Seriously, with the 28, we couldn't open this thing?
Yeah, it's going to be a DC 30. Impossible.
Yeah.
I've got one more Bardic Inspiration to grant.
I believe Earthel, if you
Depending
check,
on whether or not we can do it again.
If we take a long rest, I can also
do a
provide...
Flash of Genius?
Earthel, I believe you have a new ability. Unfortunately,
I do have that. Yeah, let me toss that in. I didn't think it works on me though.
Does it? I think it does. Check it.
Let me check. Yeah. Oh, it does. I can. Oh, hey, let me do that. I forgot about that. I read it. I saw when another creature you see. Okay. So then that's a +4. That makes it 32. Let's give that another shot.
So it snaps, and you see everyone else like, oh, and you just like, I fucking got this. And you just do the exact same pattern again, and you see where you messed up. There's like a thing you had to push down first, and you push it down, and flick, and flick, and flick, and spin, and flick, and twist. And this thing just doesn't stop, and you just keep going, and all of a sudden, one of the sides pops. And you can lift a whole face, and you slide the face open. And inside it is a little scroll rolled up.
Well then, let's see what's on it. Let's hope we're not. Yeah.
I need to
If everyone's ready.
Yeah.
Send it.
I
And
notched
just
my
in
bow.
case, the scrimshaw should probably have the hat, just in case it's in a language we don't fucking know.
I mean, yeah, like boop, and yeah, we're set.
It is written in Infernal.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
That's on brand.
And the very big letters at the top, you see written, it says the contract. And it's like underlined and calligraphied really nicely. And as you're kind of like slowly unrolling this thing, like flinching as you go. So you read that and you unroll a little bit more. And the first line you read, it says for, in brackets, Gratilda, quotation marks, Granny, Nightshade, quotation marks.
Yes.
Oh?
Do you say that out loud?
No.
So we know what it says.
No, absolutely not.
I'll say it telepathically.
Not even that much.
You speak Infernal? Can you read Infernal?
Well, he's got the cap of comprehend languages, doesn't he?
I mean,
Or whatever
one of
it
you
was.
do, so only one of you.
Yeah. We can share it. It's fine. But yeah, no, Scripture just like, oh shit, this is a contract between someone and the one who shall not be named.
I'll get everyone to roll a religion check.
Guidance.
Yeah, can I guide or?
No, this would
Maybe?
be just.
All right.
This isn't like you thinking. This is just like off the top of your head of what you would.
All right. Yeah.
All right. I got him.
Yep,
Sucks at religion.
that's on par.
You said religion?
Yeah.
Dragonborn are canonically atheists. No.
Grimshaw, as you're holding this, starting to read it, you know you're holding a deal that was made between she who shall not be named and a devil of some sort. You know, these things have to be written on paper in order for them to work. And they are binding and very, very powerful.
Yeah.
So as you scroll down a bit more, you get the names, contract drawn up by Tita Villas. Let me just write that.
Who the what cheese?
Tita Villas.
Pity Villas.
And it's like for the purposes of Lord Disbatter.
Ooh.
And it goes into like there's a bunch of like demands of what Granny Nightshade has to accomplish and what she gets in return. And it's like power, certain abilities. And one line stands out to you. Granny Nightshade must pull enemies out of the drowned forest for X amount of hours. And in return will be granted this, this, and this. And at the bottom you see it signed twice. And it looks like you're holding a contract that Granny Nightshade made with a devil.
Alright. I'm going to I don't know who's actually holding the contract, but if anyone tried to hand it to Scrimshaw, he's absolutely using Mage Hand to touch it. He's not in direct contact with it. Because it seems like real bad juju. We should put this back in its box. This explains a lot, but it's a deal between a very evil god. I feel like Disbater's a god, right? And
you are not aware.
Not aware? Okay.
Not with that religion check.
Isn't he? Or is he just like a super... Oh, he's an arc. All right. Cool. Yeah, this is... Okay. Well, shit. Some heckin' evil stuff right now. All right. I don't know what to do with this right now. This is a thinker.
Yeah, and I'd rather not have to open this box again if we put it back inside.
You can open the box again without any difficulty now that you know how it works.
Yeah, you look down at it and you just remember the pattern. You're like, oh, that was so fun. Look how cool that thing was. And you can just do it at will.
Cool. Then
I'll
if that's
read
the
the-
case, cool.
Last line in the item description. Thanks to identify cough.
Wasn't expecting that to be opened so quickly.
Hey, we leveled up. Maybe if we had waited a week or two.
I can just do stupid good buffs on int checks if I have the right roll on my fucking tails. Cool. I think this might be something that warrants some discussion with the tree that we're going to talk to tomorrow.
That's probably a good idea.
All right. Cool.
Fun.
Any new stuff in the magic item shop?
Yeah.
Are you all going?
Yeah, we
let's
should all go.
Yeah.
Zugan, give me
I'm gonna go back to the wood carvers guild.
All right. Zugan, give me a constitution check. Saving throw, I mean. Sorry.
I'm just going to swim across this time. I can do it.
Fuck this. All right. No roll needed. You guys get across and head up towards the magic shop, and you see a big closed sign on the door.
What?
Wow.
You knock. Nothing. No one there.
All right. Well, so much for that plan.
I am not evil. I am not evil.
Mm.
I am
Not doing
it. I do have invisibility now. I'm not evil. I am not evil.
Break in or something?
Why does everyone
Yep.
always think breaking into a magic shop's a good idea?
Like, that's Yes,
I know.
it's slightly evil, but I'm gonna say it's like that's maybe 30% evil. It's at least 70% just stupid. Because there's an extremely high chance that y'all are gonna get caught,
Yeah.
and then suddenly we've destroyed our relationship
Yeah,
with the
this
most
town likes
important
us.
town in the area. There's
It's like
no
the
positive
only
We've
town
done
that
that
outcome.
likes-
once.
in all our
We don't want to do
campaigns.
that again.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. We know how poorly, yeah, we know how shitty life is when the only safe haven you have is a fucking winery in the middle of buttfuck nowhere.
That doesn't even
No
produce
thanks.
anything.
Yeah.
They didn't even make wine.
Yeah. Could
For a
Alright,
second, I
that's-
thought you were talking about Fandalen.
No.
That's what
Oh,
you're
well,
doing in the wood carvers.
Checking in and getting rumors, getting just like general like talk in general about what's going on and stuff.
You see the wood carvers like busy like working on a couple bows, and she'll actively tell you, "This has been like the best week of my life for work. I've gotten so many new customers come in. With all the Burle folk that are down here for the week. Everyone wants new weapons made. It's a good thing I got wood."
I'd offer to help, but I think we are off in the morning.
Nah, this is what I'm best at. Just me and my craft. I'll get all the orders done in time. No worries. And you look over, there's like 30 bows already piled up on one shelf, like ready to be stringed.
And the Burle folks have, like, they haven't even been in town for a week yet, right? That's ended.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, less than that. Yeah.
Crazy. Okay. So yeah, I would probably try a little bit just to see if like any like weird things had been mentioned. Rumors of activity outside of Saltmarsh.
No, it's been pretty quiet. Bro folk didn't have to do anything down here. Not once were we attacked.
Good. Well, I just wanted to check in and make sure things are okay. We are heading to Burle in the morning. I don't know how long we'll be gone.
Did you take this for me? And she jumps down off the table she was working at, runs up to her desk, and comes back. And there's like a sheet of paper, and you look at it. It's a bill to Burle.
Okay, sounds good.
We don't deliver posts for free.
Thank you. Safe on those roads. Just because we haven't been attacked doesn't mean they're not out there still. And she flicks her nose,
Of course.
and she goes right back to work.
Oh, and I also wanted to thank you for the bow that you crafted for me.
Working
It's-
good, isn't it?
It's been wonderful.
Beautiful wood. I hope you enjoy it. Make sure you don't lose it. Some of my best work, that is.
That's it.
All right. If anyone has anything else they'd like to do before they sleep for the night?
Nope.
Want to take a long rest? Take a short 5-minute break and come back?
Sounds
Borg? This doesn't
Sounds
mean
good
go
to
to
me.
sleep?
Yeah, no, that does not mean go to sleep.
All right, we'll be back in 5, and it'll be bright and early, and we'll be heading for Burle.
All right, sounds good.
Wonderful.
Oh,
And we're back.
And we're not back yet. It's been a minute.
I am so glad I can swim rather than cross the bridge now.
All right, I'm back and I'm awake.
Welcome back. Glad you're awake.
You're actually dreaming right now.
Yeah, right.
We hit level 16 for opening the puzzle box, right?
Or 20. I have no idea. I don't keep track anymore. I've lost it. You hit something for opening the puzzle box, that's for sure.
Oh, not a trouble. I don't like any of what just happened there. I don't like knowing. I don't like that it's a thing. I want to deal with. I'm suddenly like, hey, you know what? I rescued all my people. It seems like a great time to leave forever and go home.
So we took a long rest, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm rolling these.
All right, I'm back with food.
Welcome back.
I'm back.
Welcome, welcome. Just waiting on the streamer now.
That's me.
That is you. All right. We wake bright and early. What's our plan?
Guess we're headed to Burle, right?
I
We're gonna
did.
walk.
I thought we were going to talk to the tree and figure out more about this contract.
The
Oh,
tree that's in.
Yeah.
I meant the
Burle.
tree that's in Burle. But
Ah,
Yeah.
Okay.
If we don't head up to Burle, this tree is gonna be sad at us.
all right. Then that's
yeah, also, based on the way the trees have interacted and communicated with us, it seems like the tree in Burle is the more senior tree.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Do we want to swing by the shop if it's still closed? It could have been because it was late.
Yeah, we can see if they're open first thing in the morning.
Closed.
Closed for business, all sold out.
Jesse, why don't you want us to have an infinite supply of game-breaking magical items at our disposal?
Give us Shardolins.
Make that same mistake Beard did.
Yeah. We so abused that.
Hey, that was great. Okay.
It was.
It wouldn't have been as bad if we didn't have a warlock in the party, but
I don't know what we're talking about.
the very short version is that in our Phandalin campaign, Beard gave us magical hand grenades, like 100 of them,
Uh-huh.
and so I don't think Beard realized that it was going to be super problematic until the first time we had to fight a dragon. And we rolled up on the dragon, and I went, I take 5 of the magical hand grenades and smash them into the dragon. And then the
Yep.
dragon died.
Yeah.
An action to use. An action to use.
No, I reminded myself because I started putting notes together for that campaign. So yeah.
There were crystals that would store a spell, and it activated on the crystal shattering.
Yeah,
So it's just
super
like-
fragile, super fragile. So
Yeah.
yeah, you can
It's
easily
like-
crush them in your hand or toss them, and they break on contact. Really cool. Really
Do we
cool
still
things.
have any? Or
Yeah, we
Yeah,
still have a bunch,
uh,
but
yeah.
we're running out of fireballs.
Roland has a bandolier. That's
All right, because I remember he had like a bandolier, and like the only downside of these things was like if we trip, we're dead.
We killed. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, no, I thought we were going to use them at one point with the wyverns as like air raids. Like we were just going to fly over things and just drop a bunch of these things.
Was that a plan? I don't recall that. I thought we would have talked you out of that situation.
Well, we haven't done it, but yeah, I thought at one point that was a plan.
No, it wasn't ever.
Okay, that's good. Let's get back on topic. So you guys go back to the shop. It is closed. Still a little early, but it is closed. No sign of any change from last night.
Mm.
As you make your way
No sign of
towards,
foul play, right?
doesn't look like it. It is closed. The door's closed and locked. Look in the windows. Windows are all closed, but doesn't seem like anything's out of place.
Okay.
As you guys walk towards the front gate, you'll come across the row of tents, and you see people they're starting to pack down everything. Tents are starting to come down as people wake up and start packing up. And you see amongst them, there's a nice larger tent, and sitting outside of it, you see Fel, one of the elves, that is waiting for you. Kind of stands up as you guys approach, and Dast, you'd see his silver emblem on his chest still. It's changed clothes, but he's still wearing it. And you're like, we will grab Ned, wake him, and we'll be ready to leave soon as in just a moment. And he goes in, and you can hear him like waking Ned up, and it's like, takes about 10 minutes, 15 minutes. And Ned comes out disheveled but awake, dressed. And you see Fal just kind of go over to one of the Burle people and like points to the tent, and they like nod their head. And they start taking it down, and you guys are free to leave. The 9 of you out on the road.
What is Scrimshaw's blessing that he has awarded us today?
I mean, yeah, if them taking down the tent takes 10 minutes, then it's the same one as always. Everyone gets 10 temporary hit points.
Wonderful.
Good to know.
And you said?
Yep. Right. No, it's 11 now. Because we leveled up.
Wait. Oh, right, yeah. We're 7, right? Level 7?
Yes.
Extra
Level 13.
buffer.
Yeah. One more hit point.
Ooh,
That's
I'll take
right
it.
across the whole party. That's 6 more hit points. That's an entire level 1 wizard right there.
Well, I mean, all the temporary hit points are like a whole character, like a whole level 10 wizard almost.
And level 1 wizard.
So you guys will notice over the course of your walk to Burle, first hour, Ned's kind of like still waking up. After the second hour, you guys gonna stop to eat. And Ned's like rejuvenated, and he starts asking you guys a lot of questions about the Sahuagin fortress and the fight. And just very interested in everything that went down. And he's telling you about things he did that you saw him do. Like he talks about how he went in and took out the one that was on guard, but you were all right there for it.
Yeah, sounds about right.
I feel like Ned isn't Ned. But then again, telling us what he did when we were right there is kind of a Ned thing to do.
Well, I mean, but that's not any different than what we had done that night. Sharing
That's
stories
true.
about what happened in the arena, and everyone was there. Dask would welcome the stories. Very, very, very interested in it.
As the hours go on, you see Ned starting to pick up on the lack of enthusiasm from the others, and he's basically just telling you now, Dask.
Yeah. I mean, I think there was some doubt on your abilities. You are very good at what you do. I mean, think of how brave you were. Stormed into that room to take out the Sahuagin. Hell, you boarded the ship. That's something that you made very clear to begin with, that it was something you weren't comfortable doing, but you moved past it. You overcame it.
Yes, I gotta face my fears for my friends. And I'm always gotta be the first one in the room, you know? Gotta make sure everything's okay. And nothing can ever hit me. I'm too quick. You see him like dodging and stuff as you walk. No one can ever get a hit on me. It's like dodging around. But you saw. And that's probably the last time I ever get on a boat, though, by the way. So.
Well, I mean, it is our boat. You should join us sometimes.
Oh, God, no.
Like I said, you get used to it after a while.
I'm still not used to going into the forests. Okay. Anyone want to say anything else before we get to Burle, or are we just walking?
Just be walking, keeping an eye out. I know that we've had some weird experiences on this road before. So,
Alright. Give me-
Whilst Ned is distracted talking to Dask, Scrimshaw's gonna talk to the other two elves and see if we can get a sense for, like, did Ned, like, perform as expected through this whole affair, or did he do better or worse than they would have thought, or, like, is he meeting or exceeding expectations? Like, are they aware that he's actually a badass but are just constantly annoyed by him, or, like, what's the deal there?
Master Ned is extremely talented when he puts his mind to it. You should know that. You saw the way he handles himself when he needs to. But it doesn't change the fact that our job was to keep him safe, so that's what we did. But yes, he handled himself well, don't you think?
He did. It seems as though he does not always put his mind to such things, but it's good to know that in times of dire need, he is dependable.
He's still learning. Yeah. He's learning quick, though.
Is
That's what
Ned
happens when you train properly.
a half-elf or an elf?
He is a half-elf.
Okay.
Ooh.
yeah, I was going to say that kind of changes things. I mean,
Does that
Are his-
cause tension? Yeah.
yeah, are his companions half elves or full elves?
They are both full elves.
Yep, not going to dig into that one.
Yeah. Years of therapy coming up.
Yeah. There's a whole very personal family dynamic there that I'm not going to delve into with the guards,
Yeah.
just in case.
Huh.
So you guys arrive at Burle, and you see the first group of soldiers that have returned. There's like a pile of tents and stuff. People are like cleaning up here. It seems people had left even before you and beat you here, the first group of soldiers that returned from Saltmarsh. And I always forget their names. I gotta go grab their names. Where are they? Fedoro and Cal just kind of walk with a purpose, you know? Once they get into Burle, they walk straight to the bridge, over the bridge, and in. And you guys can follow suit. You go inside, and, you know, it's busy. There's people moving about. And you see Cal kind of go up to the tree first and talk to him, and then step away. And you notice him like signaling. He just like puts one hand over another up towards the wall. And if you're looking, you see one guard like wave at it, and he does it to the other side. Another guard wave at it. And as you guys come in, in a matter of 30 seconds, you got 2 bells being rung. Gong, gong. And as you walk in, you see people just kind of stop what they're doing and start exiting the fortress. People leaving buildings and just leaving out the main gate.
I'm sorry. We were entering in the gate as this was happening.
Yeah, you walked in, saw Cal like signal to people after talking to Wanderroot, and then everyone just starts clearing out after the bells. Not like in a panic, not running. We're just like leaving.
Oh, they know this is a big deal.
You see
Underroot has
Kira.
demanded privacy.
You see Kira kind of leave the main building, kind of stop at Wanderroot as you guys are walking up, nod, and walk past you guys and wave. And she leaves as well.
Okay.
I'm sorry. There was a. You said. I'm sorry. Was that the captain?
Yeah, yeah.
As
That was
she's
the captain.
she's passing. Oh, I don't know how much time we have here, but the Woodcarvers Guild in Saltmarsh, they wanted me to hand this to you, and I'll just pass her the bill.
Okay, as you pass her the bill, you see a silver emblem on her chest as well.
Dang. Okay.
Same as Fedora's and Kel's. And she says thank you and walks out. And you know Kira is a half-elf as well. There's a few chairs brought out, placed around Wanderroot, and the people that brought him out promptly leave after the fact. You guys go up. Wanderroot hasn't shown himself yet. Just seems to be waiting. And then probably 15, 20 minutes, the gates close to the fortress. And it seems the only people inside are you, Ned, the two half-elves, and Wanderroot as he shows himself. Thank you for coming so quickly, my friends.
Of course, this seemed a matter of some importance.
I guess we should get right to business then. Master Zugam, I assume it was you that told them about the rifts then? As his head kind of turns to you, Zugam, sitting in your chair.
No, actually, we discovered that in a tower. But, to go to what you said before, I am home.
Yes, you are. This is quite a sight, actually. This is the first time the treaty will have all three members present for a meeting in forever. Thank you for coming.
No problem.
So, wait, you found out about it through a tower?
The wizard Xenopus had discovered the rift and made notes.
You hear Wanderer kind of curse under his breath. Like, that damn fuck. You found his tower?
Yes.
We have been looking for that place forever. You didn't run into Redtail, did you?
We did.
Unfortunately.
You see his face kind of disappear again, and you know that means he's like talking somewhere else. Well, that has to be a problem for another day, I guess. Well, I guess there's no point keeping it a secret anymore. You know of the rifts. Then you know what our treaty was made to protect. There are more than we expected.
Apologies for interrupting, but we're kind of like side-eye Zugam, have not had the treaty explained to us. I'm inferring that it's an agreement between druids, elves, and ents to defend the rifts, but if you could confirm that, I would be most appreciative.
Oh, right. Well, yes, the treaty is made up of those three clans. There's the treants of the Dreadwood Forest, led by the first family, Pervaris, and the second family, me, Wandaroot. There's the elves of the Silverstand Forest, led by Folin, Ned's father, the first family. And the second family is the Talbots, and her grandchildren, Cal and Fedoro. You see a branch kind of point towards them. Also of the second family is our gracious host here. But she's not part of most of the business around. And then there is the druids of the Drowned Forest, led by the orc leader, Clorn Chimera of the first family, and Mora Felgrass of the second family, but we haven't heard from any of them for some 200 years, until young Master Zugum returned. Your blood stands out to us. It's good to have you home.
Sorry about outside. Anyways, I hope they're good to be home.
So, how did you, first of all, come across this tower? We've been looking for it for 500 years.
So had the people of Saltmarsh. Scrimshaw go on to quickly relay the whole fucking tower incident.
Wasn't it just there? Like, it was a tower.
I mean, it was, like, there was some illusory stuff going on that, like, you had to be pretty much on top of it before you spotted it, but...
Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently everyone else just sucks at wandering aimlessly through the woods.
And
They
you
should
said
have
there was
tripped over
a
something
rift?
like me.
There's a rift there?
Yes. Xenopus had made a map of all the rifts that he was aware of and some that he suspected. At this point, we've personally witnessed 2 of the rifts.
You guys are active.
I made a sketch of the map if you want to see it.
Ah, that would be quite nice.
I'll
Gotta say,
show
it
my
is
sketch.
lovely to see all 3 first families here. It's probably making Granny Nightshade go crazy down in those woods.
About that, we've also recently come into a contract between her and Dispater. Yeah, Titty Villas is on behalf of Dispater.
May I see it?
That's like
Yeah.
4. Oh, wait, we spelled the letter? I thought we put it back in the box. Sorry.
Yeah, we can take it out of the box, though.
I was going to be like, that's
Yeah,
a
I'll
4-hour
work on it.
process.
I will open the bag and we can.
It's a 6-second process now. It's fine.
Yeah, it's just a second process now.
And just kind of watches you open that box quickly as a fiddle. Like, Jesus. I can't read that. That's unfortunate.
Oh, I think I can help with that. Scrimshaw will pull out the helm of comprehend languages to kind of like try and figure out where like the best spot for the treant's head is, and just kind of like put the cap on him for a second.
A little branch will come down and poke it and hold it up.
Yeah.
And wait. Well, that's quite handy.
Yeah. Take the helm back.
Wow, that makes things a little more clear. Seems our problems weren't 2 random incidences at the same time. They were working together. Well, this is not good. So, how did you guys find the castle, the tower?
I,
Why? First of all, how did you? You said was Redtail? We heard was there, but we could
Yes.
never find it.
The red tail, the demon snake creature you speak of, was trapped in a magically sealed room. Had been for several hundred years. It did kill Xenopus. His last act was entrapping it.
That's probably why we couldn't find it. He was quite clever, that one. Well, you told him where that was, right, Task? You showed him
On the map. Yep.
the map of where they all are?
Yes.
Yes, it seems it's time we bring the Saltmarsh into the treaty. We're not going to be able to cover that rift. What's this one out in the water?
We have not investigated those yet. We believe that Xenopus was uncertain as to whether those were rifts or not.
Okay then. Well, you're probably wondering why I brought you guys here so suddenly.
Yes.
I must assume after hearing you guys talk of the rifts, I expected Zugam to know more and have told you guys more.
Us too.
What brings you home, Zugam?
I don't know. Something good. Other than my ship getting destroyed.
From what Zugam's told us, this is his first time out in this area.
Yeah, that makes sense. Your family left 200 and some years ago? Well, I never thought we'd have all three first families here at once. So, I never thought this day would come. But I'm afraid I must ask you guys big favor. I'm assuming you're going to want to take the Drowned Forest back at some point, Zugam. I know the elves might have trouble joining you in that fight, being led by Folan. But I think if we take care of Granny Nightshade, then it might be easier to convince him to come out of the forest once again. Oh, this is something that I wasn't supposed to tell anyone. I'm not even supposed to know about it. Supposed to be only the first family from each of the treaties that had this secret. But when the first family of the elves died suddenly and left Folan in charge, he had not been made aware. And as you guys are aware, the first family of the treants is busy, and Dask, you'll see Wanderroot kind of like tap your bow. Kind of reach out and tap your bow. So, before the Preferis family locked herself in place in the woods to protect them, she passed the info on to me. There is a door in the Dreadwood forest. I believe you've already been there, Urthel, and he'll kind of turn to you.
Yes. I was helping figure out how to open it.
To no luck, I assume?
Not much.
Yes. Seems that the second families are the ones who know now, but Fedoro and Cal brought you there to see if there was another way to open it. But having the first families here, it makes it possible again. That door will only open when a member of each blood family is present. And it seems that Granny Nightshade is aware of that. Seems to be attacking the city more and more. I'm not sure how she knows you guys are in there. But now that we have a member of the first family from each of the three families, and kind of a branch will extend to Ned and to Zugum and to Dask. The door can be opened, and we can rid the forest of Granny Nightshade for good. We trapped her down there long ago, but without the druids around, we could never go down and finish the job. Is this something you guys would be willing to do? Zugum, you are needed in order to open the door. Ned, I know you hate the forest, but you are needed as well. You see Ned's really looking down now. He's like, fuck.
The thing is, though, I don't think I can do it because I'm not magical like my family.
It's in your blood, young one. I sensed it the first time I saw you. You are of the first family. It should work.
As far as defeating her,
Yes, that will not be an easy task. This contract makes it even scarier. I don't know how strong she's gotten. But we do know she has enemies. If we could find them, find ways to weaken her, I'm sure it's possible.
there is a hag who seems to hate her.
That might be a bonus.
The hag. Where is that hag? Which direction?
Towards the ground floor. She asked me if she had permission to enter it again.
Leona.
You didn't give her permission, did you?
I wasn't sure what she said, so I just said, sure.
Oh. Did she say she didn't like the Nightshade, Granny?
I believe she did. Did
They
she?
gave us advice on how to prevent her abilities on us.
Oh,
They seemed at odds, but they are also both hags, so it might be something of a power struggle.
if I'm not mistaken, I believe they used to be in a coven. But that was long ago. So maybe she is an ally you can find?
Okay.
Go ahead, yeah?
No. It's fine. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, mine doesn't relate to this
That's
line
fine.
of questioning. So.
That's fine.
You had mentioned Redtail. From the Wizard's Tower.
Actually, we should bring that up for you, huh?
Yeah. Probably a good idea. Do you know of any way of permanently banishing him forever and always?
Yes, sir.
No.
If it wasn't clear, Grimshaw would have described that Redtail is out and gunning for us.
Or at
That
least
is-
specifically.
No,
him.
specifically me. Specifically me.
That is not an easy task. Redtail is one of the more prevalent enemies the treaty has faced. She disappeared a while ago, and we didn't know where until it was kind of assumed that she got to the wizard.
Yes, that is what happened. Would you know of any individuals in this area with sufficient arcane knowledge to repair the trap that held Redtail for several hundred years? Because we had to deactivate it.
Fedora will kind of stand and my grandmother Thea might be able to do it. She is the head of the order and the head of the second family, but I'm not sure how that would make the other families feel if we were to control 2 rifts. But it's something we could bring up, talk about.
I think if what the wizard wrote is correct, he still controls that rift.
That rift might be lost for time then.
Yes, if his remains were inaccessible, that would be the case, correct?
Yeah, but we have some of his dread. Well, I'm not saying that out loud. Sorry.
Oh, were you not saying that out loud, or were you saying that out loud? Come on now.
No, I thought Erzatz was just okay. Never mind.
Yes,
Scripture is heavily intimating to the tree that, hey, it's not a problem because the wizard's bones have disappeared.
that would be the case, but I'm not sure how you would use it to reseal Redtail in there.
Well, I don't know if the rift was involved in sealing Redtail. There was a room with many arcane spells and wards and apparatuses and the like.
If the wizard of that power had access to the rift, I guarantee you it was involved.
Well, yes.
And I'm not sure if you'll even be able to get the creature to go back down there. He is quite intelligent and quite mean if you get on his bad side.
Yeah, we're extremely on its bad side.
Nobody else is. I'm the only one on its bad side. It is
You're not
literally
the
coming from
only
me.
one who stabbed it.
I imagine if it sees us again, it's gonna be like, oh hey, what's up?
When it sees us again.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I was really kind of hoping to not bring it up because I was hoping Jesse was going to forget.
No,
But
you know he isn't.
one can hope. One can hope.
That's not neither in D&D nor in real life is not talking about your problems and hoping they'll go away the right approach.
Maybe I'll just take a nap. So, but
that
yeah,
is an enemy that we can try and help with. We have fought her off before.
Well, that's great.
It's one of the first real enemies of the treaty. Those creatures smart enough and strong enough to seek out power makes these rifts a great target. Good to know, though, that there are more than the 3 that we had access to out there. If we can find the one that the wizard had, that would be a 4th. And it seems like our new lizard friend folks will have one.
Yes. If the 3 in the Dreadwood, Silver Strand, and Drowned Forest are confirmed, we've personally interacted with the ones in the Tower of Xenopus and the Lizard Folk Fortress. So there are at least 5, potentially 8.
Do we know who is in control of the lizard folks? Is that one?
It was a Sahuagin priestess who has been captured.
That's good. So we can use her blood.
Oh wait, no, she's still in control, right? 'Cause-
You would know by this point that you are technically the last one to use that rift.
Tits. Like, okay. Actually, technically, that rift is in my domain now.
Oh, is that something you wish to keep?
No, he's thinking about it. He wants to say yes.
I am still learning much about these rifts and this area. I have no intention of spending the rest of my life here, although we do still have business to resolve, clearly. I don't have any intention of using the rift at present. So I will defer to your judgment. If you think it's safe in my hands for the time being, I shall retain it. If there is a guardian the treaty would appoint, then I would turn the rift over to them.
I think we can keep it in your hands until the lizard folk have joined us. Would you mind if we just collect a bit of your blood so we can just give it to them when we feel they're ready to take control? No, we don't want to bother you wherever you are. And if we find out that something bad has happened to you, we can use it instead of having to track you down.
Or how trustworthy is this tree?
You can make an insight check.
I'm very torn on this. Like, on the one hand, yes, this argument makes sense, but on the other hand, I don't want to just leave my blood with someone. That feels questionable.
Man.
Did you say insight?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
And this tree seems to be telling you a bunch of secrets right now. Seems pretty trustworthy.
I guess, yeah, I can leave a little bit of blood with the tree.
If you want, I will make sure it never leaves my sight
I would
until
very
it is
much
ready
guess.
to be used.
There is an evil, immortal demon snake that has terrible wishes for us, so...
Yes, she will not get in here. Hasn't moved, ask. You'll see Cal kind of stand up and pull out a small glass vial and hold it out to you.
Great. I'll just take out one of my daggers, do the old slicey slice, bleed into the bottle, and cap it.
And you'll see the tree kind of unwind a bit and a spot open up, He wraps it up and puts it in the tree. Winds back up.
Oh, nifty.
No one will even know it's here.
All right. So, sorry, just out of character to summarize, because this has been a whole lot of shit. So they knew about 3 rifts and made a treaty between the elves, druids, and trees to keep the rifts defended and secret and safe.
Yep.
And Granny Nightshade is trying to overthrow this treaty and seize control of the rifts. Or rifts?
She is trying to control the rift in the Dreadwood.
In Dreadwood. Okay. And so we know that the Dreadwood is a problem because that's where Granny Nightshade is, but she's trapped underground or in a secret room behind a locked door, and despite being trapped there, she's still exerting some influence over the Dreadwood?
Yes, she,
Okay.
you would be told, is right now with the rift, but trapped.
Okay.
And well, real quick, our knowledge of the curse. I think it's a curse. With Granny Nightshade, if you say her name out loud, she knows where you are. Like she can find you in particular, or it like puts eyes out there, eyes and ears, and she can hear conversations.
Something
What's
about
been instructed
being
to us?
easier to enter your dreams or something.
Yeah, if you've said her name, it makes it harder to avoid her when you're in the Dreadwood within her domain.
But if it's in a dream state, then she would know what you're dreaming.
You don't know that much.
Okay.
Should be doing some kind of like freaky nightmare magic.
She reaches out to you.
All I know is this dude just said her name with no issue whatsoever, and he's got your blood, and he's got
so the one there's two mitigating 3. There's potentially 3 mitigating factors. 1, he's a treant, they might be built differently. 2, it sounds like her powers do not extend outside the Dreadwood Forest, and we're not in the Dreadwood Forest, so it's probably okay. 3, and this is the thing I will ask him, the name that we're not supposed to say, is it the common one that we're all using, or is it the one that I've only ever seen written on this infernal contract?
Well, I don't know about her powers in particularly, but I'm assuming it's the common one because she seems to have quite a bit of control over the creatures of the forest.
All right, well, tits, that's annoying.
And I doubt many know of this name.
No, I assume we're basically the only ones. Okay, cool.
How did you come across this?
A lizard folk fell in a river and landed on it and picked it up and then gave it to us because we killed their mortal nemesis.
It was a good day then.
Just a fucking magnet for random bullshit.
That D&D.
Okay, so I think that all makes sense. And then so we would like the help of the elves in dealing with whatever shit's going on in the Drowned Forest, but Papa Elf is being a little bitch and doesn't want to leave the Silver Strand whilst Granny Nightshade is still alive.
Right, so about that. When we were being helped out of the Dreadwood, the treants, the elves, and the druids helped us retreat. And during that time, Cerberus decided to defend a portion of the forest and lay down roots. And now she's sitting on your back desk, as you know. She holds that, held the ground, let us retreat. Very similar to at that time, the Drowned Forest was attacked by demons, monsters, and during our attempts to retake the Drowned Forest, Folan's mother, Elon, was killed, and that kind of pushed full on into a spiral, and he retreated to the Silver Stand, pulled back the elves' forces, and the druids lost their home and felt betrayed, understandably, and left. So I doubt we're going to get much help from him anytime soon. But we do have the second family, and Ned here, if Master Ned would like to help us, you do have the blood of the first family, so. You see Ned's hands are like in his face now. He's like, oh.
Remember when he wanted to go on adventures, Ned?
It'll be quite a story to tell back at home.
This is probably
Well, very-
something
You're
You
very
shouldn't bring
brave,
up.
Ned.
Yes. And he kind of perks up at that. I am, aren't I? Hold on, please. And you see his head disappear.
Let you
Comes
know Ned's
back.
head.
There are some ogres on the outskirts of the forest. Just be careful if you're leaving today.
Oh wait, ogres, not trolls. Never mind. Okay. Is there any advice the tree has for killing the shit out of Granny Nightshade?
Unfortunately, Perveris couldn't give me all the details. After they locked her inside, she gave me as much advice as she could, told me what she could, and then rooted herself in place. And she is unable to be communicated with, unfortunately, now. So I'm not sure exactly what help I can be. I would suggest not heading straight there. It's not something that should be taken lightly. Maybe see if this other hag is in fact an enemy of hers or not. But if you have any questions, I'm always here.
Okay. Is there anyone else that we should go talk to about all of this?
Well, their grandmother is probably a good person to meet, but she does not leave the Silver Stand, and I doubt you guys will be allowed in. Other than that, I guess...
Okay. Do you know of anyone in the area who's particularly expert with demonic contracts?
No, sorry.
No, okay.
I mean, you could try
What is
just burning it, so maybe...
that? I mean, we certainly can try that. It seems too easy.
I mean, it was in that weird box for a reason, right? Maybe it's...
I don't know much about demons, but it's from what I've heard, they seem to enjoy being obtuse for the sake of being obtuse.
What does triangles have to do with this?
2d4 psychic damage, please.
Sorry, bad joke. Really bad
alright.
joke.
Any questions? Anyone have any questions about what's happened so far? You can ask out of character so we can clear up, make sure everyone understands what's going on.
I've got this compass that is... No, I'm just joking. Sorry.
No, I think I've asked all the questions that I have.
When you guys feel like you're ready to enter the woods, come let me know. Thank you for coming to see me. And he'll kind of turn, Master Ned, Master Zugam. You guys have a lovely day now. And he'll like his trees will straighten up, and he'll turn his face inwards. And you'll see both Cal and Fedoro both pull out an arrow, notch their bows, and shoot different directions. And you'll hear two dings of the two bells that you heard earlier. And they both get hit once. As you guys get up. A minute or so passes and the doors open, and people start coming back in.
Can I see where these bells are?
Yeah, you're like, if you're looking at the Burle map, they're up on the castle walls. Like there's on opposite ends of the castle. Like they're just up on top. There's two bells, one on each side of the castle. Really open and easy to see.
But okay, but how difficult of a shot is that? Are they better than me?
Are they the best rangers in the party?
You
Yeah,
like,
everyone's
you'd look at
better than
that and
you
you'd
guys.
go, oh, shit, can I hit that? Like you're not certain if you could hit that far.
You're only 20 feet away.
Like it's elevated and it's definitely an impressive shot. You're not sure it's impossible for you, but
Also, the scale on this map seems really fucked up. Like the people are taller than the buildings.
yeah, it's not. I draw poorly. Okay, are you happy? It's not bad.
This is actually this is my favorite. One of these is a very large person, and the other one is just straight up a fucking giant.
That's a child and a grown man.
The grown man is the same height as this 2-story house that he's standing beside.
That's because he's
Let's
built like
take
a brick.
Hey, do not disrespect our DM. He is a graphic designer.
No,
He knows what it should be.
I'm not a graphic designer.
I was gonna say.
Just making shit up now. All right, well, fuck. So now we have to go find. We have to go assemble the fucking expendables to kill the hag.
I think we are the expendables because it doesn't sound like we can get much
We
help.
are.
I'm not expendable. My blood is important.
I mean, they already have it. You're expendable.
Yeah, they
as
have
the
it.
rest
I mean, if you
That's
die,
true.
I mean,
if you die, they still got it.
No, I should have kept my own blood.
are we hag fight capable right now?
No, we need to go find some people that'll help give us the inside track on kicking the shit out of her, and maybe find a way to void this contract.
Yeah,
'Cause
but
that
that's the
seems
thing
like it
because
would-
it's like she's behind the door that we need Ned and Zugam and
Your bow, it looks like.
to open. And then once it's open, then we get that fight. So as long as we've got like the 3 representatives, then we've got the fight.
Yeah, but we have all the time in the world to prepare because that door's not opening until we open it.
Yeah.
So I think at the very least we should go visit Leona, because if they were part of a coven, she can probably tell us about some of Granny's weaknesses, and then I would love it if there was some way for us to invalidate or destroy this contract. But I don't know how to go about doing that off the top of my head.
Well, we've at least made an ally with her. And she's got a couple of trolls who could help.
I don't
mean,
think she'd be
that's-
willing to put her children at risk.
No, I just take information out of her is our best bet.
Yeah, like I don't know what she can offer, but I mean, we don't know until we go and find out. So let's go and find out.
Yeah, and we have helped her, so at least she'll be not willing to or unwilling to blow us up when she sees us. You know, it's not.
I don't think hags really blow people up. They more curse them, but hex them and make them go insane. But yeah.
I don't know. Some hag in the woods kidnapped me at one point, and I had to spend like 4 days.
Are we
You
walking
We had
out?
a wonderful venison
No, that
dinner.
wasn't a kidnapping. That was an affair.
Weekend getaway.
Yeah, it really was. You willingly left with her.
No, I figured I couldn't survive the fall if I had jumped off, and so I went with her.
You would have
It
been
was,
fine.
it was the lesser of like 6 evils.
All right.
I
Fuck,
think we should
this
head east.
got weird. No, I think we
No.
should head west, southwest.
Are we going straight towards Leona's hut? Is that the plan?
I don't know. Like, yeah. What else do we have? We have Abbey Island, which we haven't done anything with. We just know it exists, and that there's maybe a rift there. Oh, that maybe we should visit the rifts that we don't know, that we haven't confirmed yet.
I mean, yeah, we could totally do that, but if we head east, we could hit Seaton, and I bet their magic shop is open.
I mean, Seaton isn't really east of us; it's southeast.
Well, currently, yes.
Straight east of Burle takes us into the Dreadwood, which is not where we're going right now.
No, we head back to Saltmarsh, take the coast up to Seaton, get some magic items, and then if we need to continue heading east, I'll let you know.
Seaton is smaller than Saltmarsh, right?
No.
Okay.
I don't
Seaton
think
is larger than Salt. What do you mean you don't think so? You're the TM. You tell me.
Didn't prepare Seaton.
You don't know. I think Leona, maybe Abbey Island, poke around Saltmarsh.
But if we hit Seaton and we continue heading east, maybe the map that I've got, the charted map, will match up with what's south.
The map you
Okay,
have is showing mostly water deep side of the ocean, and it spans across, and you see salt marsh on the other side, with not much in
that's
between.
fair. That's fair, but I didn't ask you what the map was about.
You said you were going to, and you never did.
I will write that down.
I don't know. We don't know who to. The only person we for sure need to talk to is Leona. We have no idea beyond that. So, and I don't want to just like wander aimlessly around cities, being like, "Does anyone know how to kill a hag? Does anyone want to come help kill a hag?" Like that feels like it'll go poorly. Although maybe we should check in with Saltmarsh Town Council and ask them if anyone's got a lead on beating the shit out of Granny Nightshade.
Well, I mean, if we go to Leona and we want to look at these other portals.
Yeah, because like those are the only two things that like stand out as.
I mean, we've got
we should probably go do this
one right here in Silverstained, and then we could do the drowned.
Well, we
one.
don't. That's the thing. Like we can't. I don't think we can go into the forests.
Yeah, I mean, like Silver Sand is controlled. Drowned Forest sounds like maybe it's controlled.
The Drowned Forest is a shit show. Like the Drowned Forest is too dangerous for us to go into until we've removed the lesser threat that is Granny Nightshade. Like that was the impression I got from that whole discussion. So
if we're going to explore rifts, yeah, we go out into the ocean.
Yeah, exactly. The other thing, oh shit, that's right. Sorry, I did want to ask the tree. So they knew about 3 rifts, but we've identified that there are 5 with potential for more. Does this mean that additional rifts have been opening over time?
He does not know. They were the ones that they found. He would not be aware of them opening over time. Like he just wasn't aware of them at all.
Okay. Also, does he know anything about like where the fuck these rifts came from, why they exist? What's on the other side of them?
We think they are just tears to large pools of magic. We don't know a lot about them. We just know how to control them for the most part.
Okay. Okay, now I don't have any more questions. until I do.
So if we're going back to Saltmarsh, then we meet back up with their ship. Yeah, I think Abbey Island is it makes sense. So we can go to Abbey Island and then visit the other two spots, and then it would probably be beneficial for rapport to head back to the Lizard Folk Fortress again, just to check in, see how things are going.
Sure. Yeah, we can do that.
So we're heading back to Saltmarsh.
Yep. Yeah, it seems like we're just gonna do a big loop. Burle, Saltmarsh.
Do we care about the ogres at all, or are we just ignoring them?
Oh, let's go kill some fucking ogres.
Oh, do they need us to kill them?
I didn't ask.
Oh, it would just be worry.
Yeah, we were just made aware of such things if we wanted to avoid it.
Are they the same ogres that we had previously duped when we were visiting the Dreadwood?
That's what I was wondering earlier, actually.
Won't know until we check it out.
All right, so now that we've been warned about ogres, we're just going to ignore it and go straight for them.
Stabby.
That the plan? Like, it's up to you guys.
Yeah, honestly, I am curious about whether or not they're the same ones, so I'm done with that.
I mean, they're right here, right? They're just outside of the Silverstand Forest.
No, that would be outside of the Dreadwood.
Oh, well. Who's going that direction?
You guys are, aren't you?
No.
Well, I
Where-
wanted to, but I got voted out.
I swear I just saw a line of you guys going down to Saltmarsh.
Yeah.
That would
And then
be
to
towards
Abbey
the,
Island.
that would be towards the Dreadwood.
Barely.
Yeah.
Technically, yeah, I guess.
Only because their road fucking curves.
Well, me and Dash can go to Deadwood then.
But there's
I never
like
said I
other than
wanted to go to Dreadwood. I just wanted to go east. And that was from Saltmarsh.
and I mean, Dask has not shared anything with the rest of us about why the fuck she randomly wants to go east. So, like, all I'm hearing is like, hey, what if we just go in a random direction for no reason at
No,
all?
I probably would have said something. You guys are
Would you
aware
have?
of my jank ass compass.
I literally had no idea about it until today.
No, I remember the
Oh, it's
compass.
been
I just,
discussed.
yeah, I remember the compass. It's just we haven't done anything with it.
I wasn't in session
Correct.
0.
You haven't looked into it at all?
That's when we picked it up. I did talk to Ickney
I know, yeah, we talked about it for a while.
on the way to the haunted house. After the day that it was like going in circles, I would have brought it up to everyone.
All right. I mean, yeah,
Which
we
was
could
when
follow
we were
on that,
back
but,
in
like,
Saltmarsh.
if it's been pointing east,
It
Since
hasn't been
we're-
pointing east. It's now pointing east. It has been
pointing
since I
east
looked at it from the
The fortress.
right? So east, and we're currently in
That's not
Burle, which
east.
means that like
East is down. And
no, I
Yeah.
know, but I
East
mean
is-
like
yeah.
it's been pointing east across this entire 110 leagues from north to south, which
Yeah.
means like that it.
you
No, that doesn't-
know, it was pointing south when you checked it in Saltmarsh. Right.
Remove compass logic from the equation here.
Yeah,
in
no,
your
that's the
thought
thing. Because
process.
like if it's locked in a single direction, regardless of our location, then it's not pointing at something, unless that something is also moving with us.
Oh, what if it is?
Because like that's because if it was pointing. Like, if it was pointing south from Saltmarsh and east from the Sahuagin Fortress, you could assume that it's like those lines intersected to point here. But if it's been locked due east while we're traveling north and south, then either the thing it's pointing at is moving perpendicular to us or parallel with us, or the object is so goddamn far away that the movement of the compass was imperceptible, in which case we're not gonna fucking get there.
That
This-
was,
this
yeah, that was going to be my thing.
knowledge
It's so far away.
The knowledge being shared is in character.
I mean, yeah, a scrimshaw would be slightly less vulgar than I am, but you know. Yeah, basically, I
Dask
don't know.
will
Look
just
into the compass?
suggest. Dask will just suggest that she will keep an eye on it.
Yeah, like if it
depending on
was
locations
where
we're
it's
in.
pointing when we get back to Saltmarsh, and if that lines up with where it was pointing last time we were in Saltmarsh, maybe. Because if it's pointing at a static point versus pointing at something that's moving versus not,
Yeah.
then or maybe it's pointing away from something. There's a lot of
I do like that theory that whatever it's pointing to is moving with us. It would make sense why it's not acting like a normal compass where it's like all bubbly and bobbing and whatnot.
yeah. Also, I think compasses might not exist in the Forgotten Realms.
No, they do. They're in the Navigators.
Oh,
set,
right,
aren't they?
Navigator's Tools.
Yeah,
Are they?
yeah. Because Ickney has one.
I do, yeah.
We compared compasses.
Whoa. Which was bigger?
Well, I mean,
I would hope
Ickney's was
mine.
more accurate at hitting the correct spot.
All you really need, then, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, you haven't really done much
Mine's-
with this
mine's
compass yet.
different and
besides
unique.
Look at it.
Because like if the compasses point towards magnetic north, which theoretically doesn't have to exist.
It could also just point to magical north, which could be any one of these damn portals, honestly.
Yeah, that was my initial thought, is that it's pointing at rifts, but who fucking knows?
Well, I thought the same thing until we got to Burle and it was still pointing west. Or east.
What direction was it previously pointing?
When I
South.
last looked at it, it was I was at the fortress as we were celebrating, and it was pointing west. It was pointing east.
Also, can we just like rotate this map 90 degrees counterclockwise?
Yeah, really, or just
Negative,
rotate the
negative.
compass, just so that way we can
No.
stop with this bullshit.
No.
Excuse my
Ned-
language.
Ned already tried to force the compass to point in a certain direction. It didn't work.
Wait, okay. So the compass previously was pointed at the Sahuagin fortress, so west.
No.
No.
From the fortress west.
It was pointing east from the
Where
Oh, it's-
where was it pointed previous
east,
to that?
Dang it.
Last time we looked at it,
Fortress.
it was south from Saltmarsh, I believe, was the last place
Yeah.
we looked before that.
Yeah. That was prior to.
Yeah, we only have like 2 data points over the course of like several weeks here. It's not really enough to make any
You've got a third.
reasonable guess. Yeah, our current Burle.
No. When you first got it,
Oh.
was it not pointing a certain direction?
I don't fucking recall.
It was.
What was it?
Dask knows what direction that was.
It was northwest from way out here. Like you were coming in,
Yeah.
still coming towards Saltmarsh.
Oh yeah, it's somewhere in the ocean.
That
My
does
guess
make
would
it
be this
sound like
spot.
it's potentially converging on that point, except for its current
Okay,
fucking
all
direction, which is
Well, I like that. Okay, because no, I don't
thought
think
it
so
was-
because it's still pointing west or it's still pointing east now.
Yeah.
From Burle.
I mean, if it was
So,
pointing
If it
slightly
was
northeast,
if it was
it
at
could be
a
directed at that
specific
rift.
spot, it would be southeast. Or south.
Yeah,
Wait, when you got it, where was it? Where did you pick it up?
From the boat
At
On the
that
ocean.
when we were-
yeah.
Our session 0 mission.
I don't think.
when it-
Yeah, I
when
don't
it
think
gets
it's pointing at
Okay.
a static location. It's either like
And it
Yeah.
was pointed in
Only
which
you had
direction?
ways to look into things like this.
I know, right?
we tried and you denied.
Have we
everything.
cast detect magic on the compass? Have we cast identify on the
we haven't.
compass?
No, we haven't. And
Do that.
Yeah, okay. So Dask, as I imagine we're walking back to Saltmarsh. Dask is making a big deal of this compass. And,
weird
we'll give it
magical
to-
items. Steps
to-
1 and 2.
Yeah, we'll give it to well, actually, we
Get the
detected
paladin to make sure it's not fucking evil.
You know, well, right.
I've
we
used
did
I've
divine
used divine
sense.
sense way too
Yeah, we
much.
did
of that.
divine sense it.
That'd be
I
so
recall
funny
that.
if I made a divine.
So I
It's
would
like
I would
taste
pass
evil.
it to Earthel to see if Earthel can figure it out, because Earthel's smart and shit. So yeah.
This needs to be.
Y'all rude. Okay, I don't know. We're walking for 10 minutes. I'm making that assumption here.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
this
let's
is
go
like
back
this
to-
is happening on our journey back to Burle.
Yeah.
Or fuck,
And I'm
back
doing
to
the same
Saltmarsh
things
from Burle.
that Ned did, touching it, trying to see if it stays in place, watching it go back, bounce back.
Yeah, as you're casting this over the course of 10 minutes, Zorgax,
Yeah.
you hear a voice in the back of your head.
No, I don't. Nope, doesn't exist.
It's this man.
I'll see you soon. And that's it.
Motherfuckers. Excuse my language for all those YouTube viewers.
Oh, it
Earthel,
had an inflection when he said soon, like
Yes.
a snake.
soon. Yes, definitely it did.
Oh, this is a great excuse to get rid of the dagger. He promised if he was hearing Vecna voices, and he can't
It's not
confirm that this
Vecna.
isn't Vecna.
It's not Vecna.
That's what you think.
Anyway, yeah, about this compass.
So you identify the compass, and it comes back as magical,
Okay.
and it's got a name. Treasure Hunter. And the description reads, I don't have it written out yet, but it reads something like, when submerged in water, it points towards the closest shipwreck within range. Basically, the text you get from it.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's right. When we first got it, it pointed in the direction of the shipwreck where we found that dagger.
So the first direction when he picked it up was northwest. It's currently pointing
East towards water.
Yeah, but that was when it was submerged in
Yeah,
water,
it
so
only
we took it out
changes
of
when
water.
it's submerged. So when we were in the fortress, it was submerged and it began pointing east, which means that there is somewhere
Oh my
along this
God.
line a fucking shipwreck.
I'm glad we waited to figure this out, because we had so much stuff to do.
This could have been done so long.
Hey,
No need to
Well,
rush,
second
gang.
zone.
Guys, I've been worrying about this for 2 weeks. Okay, should we solve the problem in 10 minutes? Yes. Great. Yeah.
hey,
No,
hey, and
uh,
Dask had realized they were busy trying to figure it out themselves. I can respect
No,
that.
well, I mean,
You guys
out
are
of character,
walking-
Technically, I got reminded of it by listening to the podcast.
You guys are walking
Oh,
along
gosh,
like a river right now, too.
Oh
Okay.
yeah. All right, let's.
You
put
There
it
one in the
water.
river.
Yeah, let's do
As
it.
you take it, go place it underwater, and you watch the head swivel and is now pointing south. It's the second time you've actually seen the compass move.
And where are we?
We're like here.
Yeah,
Pointing
so there's
south.
a,
Okay,
there's a
so, like,
shipwreck
due
over
south.
there.
Southeast a little bit.
It's probably pinging
Well,
on
we'll
that one
be
again.
on. Well, yeah. We'll be on our way. So, I think the other. So, what is a wineskin?
it's a water skin that holds wine.
Basically just a water
Right.
skin, but
Or a water skin, sorry. But I mean, like, is it like a wide rim? Like, can I fit the compass into it?
no, you would not be able to fit it
Okay.
into your water skin. It's got like a pouch for drinking. It's
Does if we pour water on it, does it work? Can we try that real quick?
Yeah, yeah,
okay, no, we don't-
I want to experiment.
It's finding shipwrecks, which are
Yeah.
in the sea.
The water.
So we're not
Get to the
gonna-
water
so
first.
But
if
once we
anything we
get
do
in
right
the
now,
water,
it's just
like-
going to point to the sea. So if we
Yeah.
want to go treasure hunting, we'll go to our ship. We'll just get a bowl, fill it with water, put the compass in the bowl, follow the compass to a shipwreck, dive down and get the shit.
Yeah, okay. That's a plan.
Ask as you pull it out of the water. You feel a presence, and then beside you is your Drake, sitting, looking at you. And I'm just making sure the Drake can talk. Can it?
You know what? I don't. I can tell you. Yeah, it knows Draconic.
All right, it's gonna start talking to you.
Okay.
Sorry, I kind of took control of that compass. It's actually pointing towards one of my ancestors. I think you're ready now. Can you save him, please?
Now, context-wise, he's speaking directly to me, but I imagine everyone else is around and we're all, well, sorry.
Yeah, everyone saw him just appear, yeah.
Yeah. But everyone else could hear and understand this as well.
Yeah, everyone but Zugam right now would be able to understand.
Yeah. Well, you have come in handy in protecting me and the rest of the party. Describe the situation.
My ancestors were trapped, forced to live past their days. And the only way I knew how to help was to find someone strong enough. And I found you. I don't know exactly where they are, but they're nearby. They're out in the water somewhere. They just want to sleep. Help them sleep.
You said that you controlled the compass. Meaning you wanted us to go to sea. But you don't know where they are?
Well, that's why we took over the compass a bit. Once I saw you pick it up, I pushed some of my life essence into it. It's pointing towards my ancestor, I think. I'm sure it'll work normally again after that.
You were holding it down.
Yes. I think you're strong enough now. I've seen you guys grow. Just wants to sleep. And as he says that, you get a flashback. You in the boat, falling backwards, looking up into the sky. A boned dragon flying towards you that wakes you up multiple times. That just flashes into your eyes. And it's just sitting there looking at you.
I can't speak for the rest of the party, but you have my commitment. I will do whatever it takes to help you.
You're gonna see, I believe your Drake can fly now, right?
That's correct.
You're gonna see it kind of jump up into the sky and fly around you. Thank you, thank you.
Before it flies away, Skirmish's gonna switch over to Draconic and just ask, your implying that your ancestor's been turned to some sort of undead?
Yes. He calls out to
Ooh.
us.
Do you know who is responsible for this?
No. Takes a lot of magic to do something like that.
Scrimshaw, like in this moment, is as angry as Scrimshaw was upon finding out that one of his clansmen had been taken by Sahuagin. And we'll just tell it that its ancestor will be laid to rest properly and with all due respect.
And with that, it's going to shoot a blast of fire into the air and fly like between you guys. I knew you were the right pick. And it'll cuddle up to you, Dask. And then, poof, disappear again.
I did not use a bonus action to do so.
You did not.
Well, I say we've got a lot of options. This one is concrete.
This feels like an appropriate priority.
I'm just looking at everyone. I don't know what just happened.
I'm sorry, Zugum. It's got ancestors that been sullied. So we're gonna take care of it. That is if you are interested. I owe a debt of gratitude to my Drake, and I'll just kind of look at almost questioningly towards Scrimshaw.
Yep.
But I owe him a debt of gratitude. In no way am I forcing you all to be a part of this. Got many options, but this is where I think I'm being led to right now.
So there we go.
I'm done with it.
I'm in.
I'll be joining you guys as well.
All right, you guys pick back up on your walk. You stopped at the river, start heading along the path. And let me get perception checks from everyone. Gee, triple 16.
I broke it.
Does Zorgax tell us about the fucking snake?
Yeah, did he say anything other than...
I guess
'Cause
not.
it seems like someone just said, I'm going to
Oh.
murder you all to him. And he was like, I will keep this information to myself. It's clearly not pertinent to the rest of the group.
No, I would have told you. Like, I was not trying to hide it. I just, because you all reacted to it, I thought you heard it.
No, we did not.
So,
We reacted to it out of character.
yeah. So yes, I will tell you that the snake from the wizard's tower, Redtail, is warning me that we shall meet soon.
We as in the group, or we as in you and him?
Me and him.
Do you have any preferences for funeral rites?
I would prefer not to die. But beyond that, remember me well.
I will dive off the cliff for you.
I appreciate that. I really do.
I'm sure we can take it again.
Yeah, I'm not actually concerned about it.
As you guys are walking, Dask, you're kind of just replaying that in your head, following the sky, looking up, seeing your drake fly. And as you guys get about the crossroads here over the water, you're like looking and you see in the distance, just like towards the forest, a large boulder in the sky, like flying and dropping. And the second one flying and dropping just towards the Dreadwood from here.
So they're
Thrown that far?
No, they're not like coming to there, but like that's just where you see it from.
Okay.
You just see them coming from this direction, floating up into the sky and dropping. And you only see it because you were just like following the image of your drake flying in the sky before, and you just see that up and down. A second. A little while, a third. Just look like rocks.
As if they were thrown.
Yeah, but it's really high. Like you're like they're visible. You see them in the sky. They've got some hang time.
What is up with this day?
Ogre shot put.
Spooky.
Should we go take care of them? They are going to be on the road if anyone's passing by.
Yeah, we might as well go at the very least make sure they don't toss a rock onto some innocent pedestrian.
Is Ned with us? Did he come back with us, or does he
No.
stay?
He stayed.
Okay. All right, well, let's go take care of some ogres.
Let's do this.
We're trying to sneak up or what?
Before we do it, are we committed to going through this? We don't want Spork to pass out of nowhere again.
No, I'm committed. I'm here. I'm awake.
Oh, we're not gonna.
I
We got
haven't
3
even.
minutes.
We're not
haven't-
gonna start the fight today. Don't worry.
Okay.
I haven't leaned back in my chair yet. I'm good.
But are we
If it
sneaking
was-
into this?
If it was brought up that we should sneak into this, I would cast Pass Without Trace.
Sure, yeah, we can sneak up on some ogres. Why not?
Let's
All right,
do
let's
it.
get stealth checks from everyone with a +10.
Oh, because we have what's it called? Pass without trace.
Correct.
And if we're sneaking, I would cast guidance on myself.
Trying to hold your shit.
17.
+10. Oh, you already +10 on that. Jesus.
Yeah, I did.
Damn.
Wait, that one's for Beetle, actually.
Hey, 31.
I
31.
didn't do
Oh.
mine. Wrong one. Give me a
1d4.
second.
We're on 5e rules, not D&D
31!
rules.
Woo!
I don't like that change.
We got a bunch of good rolls. All right, so you're able to sneak up. You see, I can show you what you see as you guys get pretty close. If I activate that, you see a group of orcs kind of like running about. You got 2 with like slingshots on their back, it looks like, and they're putting rocks into them and then firing them off. And you got goblins like dancing around laughing as they do that. And you see 2 orcs at the front, one turn around, it's got a nice scar across its chest, right across its stomach. And you recognize 2 of the ogres as Felp and
Big
Monty.
dumb idiots.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
These the 2.
the last thing you see is one of the goblins kind of run up the ogre, one of the 2 big ogre's legs, and disappear into like a wooden shack on its back.
Oh,
Oh, great.
I am
Well,
familiar with this move.
Yeah, the goblins are using the ogres as assault vehicles. Cool. That's not gonna end well for civilization.
And that's where we'll end our session tonight.
Well, that was fun.
ah.
Sounds
What a hell
good.
of a session.
A lot of
that was
information gained.
that was 2 hours of lore dump.
Info dump. I know.
Yeah.
I have my notebook in front of me, and it's like,
Yeah, those are some of the most substantial session notes I've taken since like the first session.
You guys took notes?
And you didn't? I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
My notes are good
We
straight.
need to because we know that you won't.
Yeah.
Right?
No.
Okay, so what we got? Zugum's some ancient family member of a treaty.
Yeah, did Zugum not fucking pay attention in family history class?
I do.
You guys didn't talk about it at all either. Didn't ask him anything.
We had more important things to talk about. Like my compass.
there's a
so
compass, okay, and it points to buried treasure.
That was more like a task problem. They didn't really ask anyone for help. They were just like, I'm gonna figure this out.
I was waiting for you to inspect it, and you never did.
Yeah, no, I was like, I would have gladly, but it
And
kind of
you,
felt
like-
like task was just like, I can do it.
I wasn't there when you found the
Well-
compass, and then like I feel like it hasn't come up in at least 10 sessions, so I straight up didn't.
Yeah,
know
no,
it existed.
Oh,
no,
it,
so-
it has come up, but only through chat because we're busy
Oh.
talking about other stuff.
Yeah.
Worst.
So the issue was that I talked with Ickney about it. It wasn't good or evil, divine sense. And then we just got busy, and Earthel wasn't here at that point. And when Earthel got here, then we had other stuff to worry about. So
And I wasn't even at that level yet, so
yeah. So I think it got I think Jesse prodded me maybe one or two more times. But me listening back to those first couple of sessions, I was like, yeah, I gotta bring it up again. See what's there. Especially now because we didn't have like anything else going on, like immediate.
I mean, I prodded Zukum a bunch too. It took him forever to get something going.
Yeah, I tried a few times, but you guys were more interested in other stuff. So me and Jesse agreed to do it some other time.
I mean, it's a compass, so I mean, we gotta look at it.
well, not the compass, the other stuff, the assault. He brought it up 3-4 days ahead of the assault, and we got Scrimshaw
Yeah.
was like, yeah, let's go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I
2
wanted
days
to
early,
do
let's
the
go.
assault.
There's a lot to juggle in the D&D campaign. I mean, we got
I got
all of our
distracted.
backstories, and yeah, there's just a lot of stuff going on. But today was a good session. It was an info dump, which is
Yeah,
nice.
it was a good session.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Alrighty, guys, I'll see you guys next week.
Yes,
Possibly. Who knows what happens?
possibly.
All right, we'll leave it there. A lot of information. A lot of information was dropped. Hopefully you enjoyed. Thank you everyone for tuning in to the live stream. It'll be out on podcast eventually. We're still backlogged on that, but it'll be out there. It'll be out there if you missed any. Plus, it'll be on the YouTube channel replay if you wanna check it out early. That's it. My name's Muddy Beard for everyone. Thank you so much for joining, and we will play D&D